Hey, so I wanted to make this video to give a quick update on this whole daily posting thing I'm doing. If you are following me with extreme focus and precision, you may have noticed that I did not upload yesterday. So when I started this daily posting challenge, the idea really was to get into the rhythm of sharing content every day, rather than being in the non-rhythm of perfectionism and not sharing anything. And the idea of posting daily on YouTube as a way to grow a channel was something I'd come across from multiple sources, although, I mean, one of them, like within the past couple of years, like within the past few years or so, this is an idea that I had heard of and was keen on trying. Having done this for the past 4 weeks and having done a little bit more research into other perspectives on this and just given it more thought of my own, I think it's pretty clear that this is not the way to go for the kind of channel that I'm doing. This is really designed to be a platform where people can enjoy my music and where I can share interesting ideas that can help you be more creative and see things differently and just kind of tickle your imagination. Now, I certainly have no intention of stopping the regular posting. I'm going to be doing it with a little bit of a different rhythm and more of a schedule, and I'll get to that in a second. But I do want to mention that if you want to continue seeing new content from me every day, I am continuing the daily posting just over on my Instagram, so you can follow me there. I'll put a screenshot right here and put the link in the description and whatnot. I think I can do that. You'll be able to find it. It won't be hard. It's just my name on Instagram. You'll recognize me with my hair and my face. And anyway, so if you want to keep seeing posts from me every day, you can follow me there. As far as what I'm doing with this channel moving forward, what I'm thinking right now is to put out my main videos on Wednesdays, which I used to do in like the early-ish days of this challenge, this channel. I was putting out videos every Wednesday night. I like the idea of doing something like that again, and then having Mondays be when I do my improvisation videos. I really enjoy doing those, and those seem to land well a lot of the time, and it's just like a cool way to have fresh musical ideas from me. And it's something kind of unique. I feel like I don't see a lot of other people doing that, and so I like the idea of continuing that. And then, so like having Mondays, Wednesdays being the main thing, and then like sometimes Fridays is what I'm thinking. So if I'm doing like Q&A type stuff, deep dives into productions, maybe certain types of like less involved or produced educational content, or just like discussion type things, doing those on Fridays, but mainly Monday and Wednesday is what I'm definitely leaning towards. In other news, or kind of in related news, because this whole vocal paralysis thing was part of why I started this challenge, where it was like, well, I can't finish any of my music and albums, so I might as well focus on making content. And well, I guess it's only been like 4 weeks, and it's already so much has changed with that. My voice is basically back. I do need to keep retraining it and like get those muscles working again, but I can definitely sing again, and actually not feeling too far off from where my voice was before the whole paralysis. Like it's still kind of dodgy in parts, and it still tires out easily is the main thing. But I mean, if I'm like recording songs, I can just like do a take, and so there's really no reason to continue putting off making more of these albums that I've been talking about. So my plan is, since I'll be backing off a little bit from the video creation and instead just doing smaller but hopefully still interesting and fun and cool pieces of daily content on Instagram, I will instead funnel that time towards producing these albums. And there will certainly be many more updates forthcoming, and especially on my Instagram, which I'm going to keep hyping throughout this video. Follow me on Instagram. There will certainly be lots of updates there. And yeah, probably, as it becomes pertinent to this channel, I'll be sharing it on here. One thing I do want to mention, if you are still watching to this point, I mentioned this in a comment, a reply to somebody's comment on, I think it was Dornishman's wife, that I'm working on and planning to do a final, like, full release of the Songs of Ice and Fire EP, which will have all the acoustic versions and probably a version of The Bear and the Maiden Fair, which I was hesitant to do for a long time, but I actually have some ideas for. So that will have all the versions, the original YouTube versions, the EP versions, the acoustic versions I later did, as well as the version of Brave Danny Flint, the acoustic version of that, and some new material, possibly more than The Bear and the Maiden Fair, maybe an acoustic version of that too. I don't know. I don't want this to get too involved to the point where I can't release it anytime soon, but planning to do that soon, and I will certainly post updates on that and on my Instagram page, obviously. And then I'm also, I mentioned this in the update video I did at the beginning of the year, or well, at the end of last year, the beginning of my daily posting challenge, that I was working on a full-length album version of the 23 Chords project, the one where I took chords commented by my friends and then made several different songs out of those same chords. With my voice starting to come back, I can definitely finish that, and that will be possibly before the full Songs of Ice and Fire release. If not, then probably right after. So yeah, that's a couple things down the pipeline, and then after that, I've got this album, which I've actually put out 3 of the songs from. There was A Distant Light and The Seer and the Prince. This was like 3 years ago now, because it was 2017. And then at the beginning of this year, I put out that song, Another Trip Around the Sun. So that is part of a full album, and I will be continuing to work on that, and there will be updates on, you know what I'm going to say, my Instagram page. And yeah, so looking forward to getting going on this, and if you enjoyed and stuck with me for all of that 4 weeks of posting every single day, I hope you got a kick out of it, and I hope you will not be disappointed by me backing off on the rhythm a bit, but I think this will be a lot better for the work that I'm doing, and there will still be plenty of new improvisations, and then, probably cover videos and videos with interesting ideas. Pretty much the same stuff, just at a little bit of a more relaxed pace that gives each video room to breathe. And again, if you want to see stuff from me every day, follow me on Instagram. It is not only going to be like updates and just like random pictures or whatever. I do like to do a lot of just like little simple acoustic covers. I used to do that more on my personal Facebook page, so I definitely want to take that and transfer that to doing that on my Instagram. And then just like little snippets of music I'm working on, and bits of stuff I'm producing, and it'll be fun. You could get a kick out of it. So thank you for your support, and I'll see you guys again soon. Cheers.